When I first got shot, I just knew I was gonna be paralyzed. I just knew it. Knew that the goals that I had, it was just a dream. I just felt it was just a dream.
29 years later. 29 years later. March 31st, 1993. I suffered a gunshot. That bullet went through a wall. You know, I was in a completely different room. That bullet goes off one time, strikes me on my side. Boom, immediately. I was paralyzed and I stayed in the wheelchair for 2 years. So the reason why people coming up to me asking me, hey, listen, man, why are you writing a book called 29 Years Later? And the reason why I'm writing a book called 29 Years Later is because, listen, I'm a winner, right? So everything that I've done after my injury, I won. I'm a winner. I'm a pusher. I push myself until everything that I do becomes the best of the best. I have a goal, you know, after God gave me the ability of sharing my story. After I got shot, it took me almost 20 years, not only my parents telling me or my mother telling me that, hey, Corey, one of these days you're going to have a testimony, right? You're going to be an inspiration to a lot of people, right? And 10 years ago, almost 10 years ago, you know, I decided coming up to my 30th year anniversary after me being injured that I was going to become a motivational speaker. So this is mainly 10 years of me planning my path on motivational speaking. 29 years later, on my 30th anniversary, which will be March 31st, 2023, I got shot in 1993. I want my book to be a #1 seller. So my book will be out at the beginning of July of this year. Me and my cousin Tara Tucker, who is not only a book publisher, she's wrote, I don't know how many books that she's wrote about herself, but hundreds of other books that she's wrote for other people. So I'm super excited to share my story, share my journey, share what I have been through. Most importantly, you know, I know I'm talking about me. I mean, we all go through struggle. And then we have to understand that most people's struggles are not as bad as other people's struggles. Hopefully that makes sense, right? And I look back after my injury, you know, I sat in rehab and I was there for months getting my life back, or not even getting my life back, getting my life prepared to the new norm, you know, me being paralyzed from the waist down. And the reason why I say somebody is always worse than you, when I was at Detroit Rehabilitation Institute, I had 2 roommates. And 2 of my roommates were quadriplegics. There was 3 beds into 1 room, and I was the guy that was in the middle of this room. The first guy that was my roommate, he happened to be a little bit older. I think he was in a car accident. He was probably 60 years old, and then boom, all of a sudden, he became a quadriplegic at 60 years old. Now, my other roommate that was a quadriplegic, he ended up getting shot. He was a quadriplegic as well. And to listen to what these guys went through day in and day out as quadriplegics, and me being a paraplegic, being able to feed myself, me being able to get into my wheelchair by myself. I told myself, Courtney, life ain't as bad as what you think it can be. Be grateful for what you have. Stop up a second, things can change. The reason of my book, everything that I've bottled in for 29 years, getting ready to come out and where I want to share to the world my journey, my path, and not only that, how you can create a better path for yourself by just keeping your mindset.